Today we'll be discussing contemporary American artist Trenton Doyle Hancock. We will be discussing his biography, looking at his artwork, a group project, and then student project. First, biography about Trenton Doyle Hancock. He is an American artist born in 1974 in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, raised in Paris, Texas, and now calls Houston, Texas home. In college, he worked as a cartoonist in undergraduate time and then earned his Master in Fine Arts from Tyler School of Art. His artwork consists of prints, videos, drawings, sculpture, performance, and felt painting collage. His major influences are comics, graphic novels, film, and music. Here is a photograph of Trenton Doyle Hancock in his art studio. I wanted to see how many different ways I could extend my personality or my identity into my work, whether it be painting, printmaking, drawing, comics, sculpture, or ballet, just a myriad of different things. I find that to be more truthful than not. This is a quote by Trenton Doyle Hancock. Artwork. Queeve. Ink, watercolor, and graphite on paper. 11 3/4 by 9 inches. Here is a photograph of Trenton Doyle Hancock in Los Angeles with two of his art pieces that were about to go on display. They are painting and collage work. This one is called Monster Brains, made of ink. Here is a wall installation that is set in the University of Houston, painted on plexiglass panels 29 by 36 feet. Our group project inspired by the artist. Mind of the Mounds, Critical Mass 2019. A Candyland-looking pathway installed in the Massachusetts Museum of Contemporary Art weaves a path around the large mounds in the gallery. Map of the art installation. Here's a map from the brochure of the art installation. Looking at the colorful squares, you can notice how much it looks like the traditional Candyland board. Here is another photograph from the art installation with a different view of the entire spread and how large it is for people who are entering the art installation. A small group project. We'll create a board game inspired by the work of Trenton Doyle Hancock. Whole group project, creating a life-size game inspired by the work of Trenton Doyle Hancock. Small group project, option 1, create a new board game inspired by the work of Trenton Doyle Hancock. Create a new board game. Components must include game board, pieces, and rules. A second option is to change an existing board game. Take a board game in the classroom and change the rules, pieces, or components to create your own version of the board game. Whole class project. Design a classroom life-size board game. Use carpet squares, tiles, or other objects to create a life-size board game. Use the small group project to help create the components, board, rules, and pieces. How can you make our classroom to look like something that Trenton Doyle Hancock created in his art installation? Something that's life-size for us to walk around and be a part of a board game. Reflection, small group and personal reflection. How was it to create a board game? What challenges did you face? What would you do differently next time? Student project. The Revolving Door to the Moundverse, Installation View 2018 at the Contemporary Art Museum of St. Louis. Overview. Trees. Students will create silhouettes of trees in the style of Trenton Doyle Hancock. Background. Option 1, individual project with collage on paper, or option 2, large paper will be cut and used for the background of the class mural. What is a silhouette? Silhouette is the word we use to describe the image of an object, person, or animal represented as a solid shape. You can tell what the object is from a silhouette. Can you name these silhouettes? Here are more silhouettes. Can you name these silhouettes? Small group discussion. Why do you think Trenton Doyle Hancock used the tree silhouettes in his artwork? What is the purpose of the colorful squares in the background? A closer look. What types of shapes do you see in the artwork? Why do you think Trenton Doyle Hancock used the colors and shapes he chose in the art installation? How could you create something similar? For our first step, we will create the tree trunk. Draw lines to form the shape of the tree trunk. Step 2, create tree branches. Draw lines to form the shape of the tree branches. Cut out trunk and branches. Cut out the tree trunk and branches to create a tree silhouette. Step 4, cut geometric shapes. Cut geometric shapes of different colors of construction paper. Glue the geometric shapes. Create a collage of shapes and colors like Trenton Doyle Hancock. Glue the tree silhouette over the shape collage. For the group mural option, create the tree silhouettes by each student. Then cut geometric shapes for the background of the mural. These should be very large in the style of Trenton Doyle Hancock. Finally, glue the shapes onto a large mural background. Place the tree silhouettes over the geometric shapes. Reflection. Personal reflection and self-assessment. What was most challenging about this art project? In what ways does your artwork connect or relate to the work of Trenton Doyle Hancock? What would you do differently next time? Here are resource websites on work by Trenton Doyle Hancock.